Yeah.
Bend those joints any further and they'll snap. But Keith won't submit. He survives that, but only to suffer the throw he dreads most.
1, 2,
The slam.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Still stunned by the slam, he's not quick enough to avoid a hammerlock.
Oh, yes, yes, yes.
This time, he does submit.
Stand back, guys. Watch it now. Right. Yeah. Got it. Corners.
Kay is now winning by 1 submission. 1 more, and he's won the match.
You want to be able to carry on? Yeah, sure.
Clear the ring, 4th and last round.
Remember, Kay has taught Keith everything he knows. So how can Keith ever hope to take him by surprise? It may seem unfair, but it's how all wrestlers learn the game. Keith lets Kay get his arm again, and he's in trouble. It's a standard wrestling technique. Weaken part of your opponent's body and keep going for it. And keep on going for it till he submits. Not much may seem to be happening, but as Johnny Saint said, Keith is dying 1,000 deaths down there. He's being scurfed.
Time.
He won't submit. He's saved by the bell.
That's it. Are you all right, lad? Yeah. Just still here. Just get your towel. Get your towel and put it on. Yeah, put your towel on there. Ah, well done.
How are you, Keith?
Not too bad.
What hurt?
I was just asking me what doesn't hurt it to be a shorter answer.
You got enough strength there to get out of the ring?
If you catch me, I might.
Come on down. After 4 rounds of Keith's first ever fight, what's Max Crabtree's assessment?
I looked at your face, you know, when you got in at the beginning, and you got that look about you that you were going to lose. Now, if I can see it, so can the other lad you're on with. He can see it as well. You've got to get in there and really go in to tear him apart. You've got to mentally make yourself hard. Don't give in to pain. When Kay had your arm up your back, you ought to fought it. You laid there and you let him twist it. He'd have twisted the bloody thing off if you'd have left him there. Like, you're going to fight out.
How many marks out of 10?
In my eyes, as the man that has to put it all together, about 3.
Crabtree puts together over 2,000 contests a year. 2 million people pay to see them, and TV fights can command audiences of up to 10 million. But wrestling has to be the least respected of any sport. Newspapers knock it, bookmakers won't take bets on it. I wonder how many of the people who watch it believe it's for real. As part of his training, Tally-Ho Kay takes Keith to watch all his bouts. Perhaps Keith will pick up a bit of the showmanship that the crowds pay to see. But which is showmanship and which is for real?
That's me arm! No!
Does Kay's arm really hurt? Or is that just to get the audience going? And watch Kay punch. It's against the rules and the audience love it. But was it a real punch? There's only one person who knows if that really did hurt, and he's being kicked out of the ring. He comes back at Kay with a flying drop kick. But couldn't Kay have seen that coming? Or perhaps it doesn't matter. It made the audience scream, and that's what they've paid for. But those who say it's all fixed and that they don't really get hurt should watch this. Kay's opponent takes a posting. From his ringside seat, does Keith think it's all fixed?
Absolutely not. I've got the scars myself now to prove it, apart from the pain that I suffer just about every single day.
And what about Peter Kay? Does he get hurt?
Yes, you probably won't like me telling you this, but I've actually had to help him out of the hall on one occasion because he couldn't walk.
One man who sat at the ringside for over 20 years is the voice of TV wrestling, World of Sport's Kent Walton. Over the years, he's heard the Knockers describe wrestling as a carefully rehearsed play where the wrestlers are told beforehand who's going to win.
This is Kent Walton, yeah?
What does he say to the non-believers?
A man called Don Vines, a big heavyweight wrestler, was standing in the ring near my end of the ring, edge of the ring one day, and another equally big man gave him a forearm smash. His head went to the side, and two of his teeth came straight out by me. I found one of them. There it is, and I've kept it ever since as a souvenir. Somebody says the forearm smash is not, is pulled, is not genuine. Well, it's very difficult to get a tooth out without hitting him.
Is it all rehearsed beforehand?
An 8-bout contest, 5 rounds a bout, 40 minutes, rehearsed, very tricky. One thing can go wrong in the first round that'll throw the whole thing if you rehearse anything. No, it's always, this is always said, of course, by the Knockers. But the only way to find out, really, believe me, is to go in the ring, Paul. Because there are only two men know how much is showmanship, how much is fixed, how much is pulled, how much is really hard. And they're both in the ring. Be one of them, and you'll find out all about it, but not until.
So a couple of wrestlers are not told before they go into the ring, you go down in round 5,
Oh.
you go down in round 2.
Do you believe that if I'm wrestling you tonight, I'm going to agree to go down in round 5, take a dive, so that you can win the bout and go on winning and get to the top of the bill quite easily before me? And therefore you'll be earning all this vast difference in money. No, I think if I've chosen this as my profession, I would want to earn as much from it as I could. And the only way I can earn is by winning and getting to the top of the bill.
Before Keith gets his name on the Albert Hall bill, Crabtree's got to find him an opponent.
What about him?
Strongman Alan Dennison, a trained man, always trained hard with the weights, fitness fanatic, doesn't smoke or drink. He, far too strong for Keith. Yes.
And that one we know, Sid
oh,
Cooper.
Oh my goodness me, well this character, Sid already knows the strength of Keith. He,
Yeah, I think Keith knows the strength of Sid as well. Put him to one side. What about him?
No, he's a young man that I think could probably give Keith a fair match. John Naylor. The only advantage, of course, is that Naylor has far more experience in the professional ring. But again, like I say, it's a case of matching him with somebody that he wouldn't feel overawed with. And I think that John could possibly be our man.
How's that going to look on the big Albert Hall poster, Keith Rawlinson?
Well, Paul, Keith is not a good fighting name. Rawlinson, not bad.
So what do you want to call him?
Well, as I've seen Keith and I've seen his charisma, I would think we don't want to give him a name he can't live up to. I mean, obviously he can't be Ripper Rawlinson because he isn't a ripper, and he's certainly not a rough-out Rawlinson. Perhaps something like, what about Rip? Something easy. R.I.P. Rip Rawlinson.
R.I.P.?
I think so, yes. Something easy.
R.I.P. means other things.
Well, I think it would about suit him, Paul. Let's not get too let's not give the boy something he can't live up to, something easy. Yeah, Rip Rawlinson.
Keith's now up to his target of 12 stone, but before he can take on John Naylor, he's got to lift that 150 pounds that all professional wrestlers should be able to lift.
Okay. Push, push.
Yeah. Yes.
Great. Good. Well, he had 155 pounds there. So we just cheated him a little bit, didn't let him know he's gone way over the 150 target.
At 24 stones, twice Keith's weight, Big Daddy, wrestling superstar. No bodybuilding problems for him. He'll be top of the bill on Keith's big night.
My grandmother weighed 22 stone, and my mother weighed 15 stone 7, and she could carry a bag of coal up 4 flights of stairs. And so when it came round to adding weight, to becoming a super heavyweight, I found it quite easily.
Can you remember being in Keith's position, your first night in the ring?
Yes, I was absolutely terrified. And I had thoughts about actually nipping out the back door and clearing off and going out for a nice walk, forgetting it all. But I went through with it, and I was glad I did go through with it.
What advice would you give him?
Just do your best. You can't do no more than that. And rest assured that we in the wrestling profession, if you only last 10 seconds, know that you had the courage to walk up them steps into that ring. And that does take courage.
That's it. Go on, Keith, get him over.
This is Keith's last session in the gym. Next time he goes into a ring, it'll be at the Royal Albert Hall. Max Crabtree wants to make sure he's ready for it.
Go on, Keith, now. Come on.
At long last, Keith's looking like a wrestler. He's got the gear, he's got the boots, and when he's fighting someone his own size, he's got the skill.
That's it. Now up again. Drag him up. You get up out of it. Up, move yourself. Don't sit there. Right. Right. Now then. That's it. Go on. That's it. Has he trapped it? Yeah. Yeah, good. Okay. Yeah, that's it. You try to get on him, Tony.
He's been training with Peter Kay's son, Tony. Tony's not a professional wrestler, but he's an experienced amateur.
Now then, that's it. Go on. Shut him down. Don't let him get him. That's it. Go on now then. You're giving him a bit of pain. Up. Up. Right, Tom. Get up. Get up. Get up. Move yourself. Right, Keith, again. That's it. Come on. Up. Up. Right. Go on. That's it. That's good.
After 3 months, Crabtree's final assessment. The training's over.
Your improvement is good. You're right, you're doing the things right, you're putting things together. You are shaping up like a professional wrestler now. The last time we got together here in the gym about a month ago, I sort of marked you down for 3 out of 10. Well, today, I would say we'll make it 7 out of 10.
What about the poster? Let's have a look at that.
Yes,
Who's he up against?
Yes, well, this is interesting. This is the poster, Keith. It'll be all over London on the tubes.
Oh, yeah.
There's your name, Keith. Rip Rawlinson.
One more thing now, Keith, to make you into a wrestler. The final thing.
What about
Oh, look at that. The name and everything there, Keith.
Come on, let's have it on,
That's
Keith.
a right fighting man's gown. Yeah, that's a right fighting man's gown. Here.
Give us a twirl, Keith.
Better be careful how I do this,
That's it, that's it. Wind your back, that's it.